Hey there everyone, Neil Napier here today. Just give me a very quick shout out if you can hear me all right. Just give me a very quick yes or a one if you can indeed hear me okay. I should have just closed out those chat boxes. Okay, cool. Excellent. Lots of responses coming in, which is good already. Dean, good to have you here. Ebe, you too, Nikki, Mark Christ, and we've got Roberto, Stephen, Jesse as well. Perfect, perfect. Now, today's session is a little bit more open-ended in the sense that I don't have an agenda, well, too wide an agenda that I'm going to share with you. If you leave it up to me, this session will not take more than half an hour. But what I want to do today is basically do a very open Q&A session on Kyvio. If you have any questions about how Kyvio works, what is the specific thing inside it, I can show that to you. If you don't, that's perfectly fine as well. But if you don't have any questions, what I will do is I will show you a few different cases in which people are using Kyvio at the moment and how you can do that as well in your business. So at any point during this session, just drop in your questions. I'll jump in and answer them. But for now, let me move on over to Kyvio and let me talk about a few different use cases with it. Now, recently I've come across this app it's like an online whiteboard app. It's pretty cool. I like it. I'm not paying for it. It is free for now, but I want to use this one to kind of draw some things and show you how everything works. They have quite a few different things that you can use here. I mean, you can make rectangles, circles, and put text in. I don't know what this is. You can cut, delete stuff, rub things off. So pretty cool. It's like Paint basically, but it's online and it's slightly better than Paint, I would say. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and let's talk about some specific use cases in which you would use Kyvio. So one of the ones that really stands out, let's make a list for now, I think, and we can keep that list here and we can just continue adding stuff to it. Okay. Let's see if we can move this. Okay, we can't. Okay, so let's say if you were doing affiliate marketing, you can use Kyvio. Let's increase the size a little bit. Okay. If you were doing, say, digital product sales, you can use Kyvio. Even if you were doing physical product sales, you can kind of use it. I'll talk about that. If you're doing lead gen, list building, you can use Kyvio. If you are, I mean, digital product covers, the membership sites and so on, right? If you were doing any affiliate management, you can use it depending on what sort of features you have. And again, this is restricted. You can there's even a support desk built in, and there's also a blog module built in. So these are not available to everyone. Again, depends on the kind of deal that you have access to, but they are in place if you choose to mail. If you want to do email marketing more generally, you can use this. And am I missing something? Yeah, if you want to run webinars, you can build webinar funnels. So let me just put that down. Basically funnels of any kind. Right, so there are quite a few different things that you can do here with Kyvio. I want to go through each and every one, spend a few minutes on each, and show you why Kyvio is good for one of these specific things. But like I said, at any point, if you have any questions, please do let me know. Hey Annette, good to have you on the call. Okay, let's start with the first one. When you're promoting any kind of product, it is what is known as affiliate marketing. So the idea is simple, that you take, let's go with this. Let's raise the size a bit. Okay, the idea is that you find product from someone else. You find product from someone else that you like, and you recommend other people to it. You say, okay, this is a cool product that I found. It's really, really good. This is why it works so well. Buy it. So you just go ahead and you get people to buy this product from you. In return, this is you. In return, you get commission. So you get something like, typically about 30 to 50%. So if the product price is, let's say, about $50, you get $25 back, minus fees and whatnot, for recommending this product. Now, this is good, but here are a few complications. You as a person might not feel that, let's say, this sales page is congruent. You might feel that this sales page shouts too aggressively, buy now, and that's not something you want to do. or the angle on the sales page that they're using to sell the product, it's just terrible. It doesn't work for you. So the problem is that anyone you send will simply not buy. Anyone you send will, whoops, not this. Anyone you send to this page will just say that, okay, you know what? I don't want to buy. So I'm just going to go ahead and say no, which means that you lose money. So any money that you would have gained, you lose that, right? So this is a mistake that a lot of people make with affiliate marketing is they drive traffic straight to a sales page, and it just doesn't work. So what you need to do instead is you need to use what is known as a bridge page. So let's make this little box over here. Let's call it bridge page. And with this bridge page, and I apologize for my writing, what you're doing here is you are recommending the product, but with your own angle, with your own positioning. So maybe you decide to do a video where you show people exactly how this works. Maybe you decide to give people bonuses. Maybe you decide to position this product a little bit differently. But whatever you do now, you will find that when you send people to there and then across to there, your conversion rate goes higher. Why? Because now you are telling people to see the product through your eyes, through the perspective that it will be good for them. So it's not just a generic product. So they look at it and they're more likely to now buy it. So they are, of course, happy, and so are you. So that's exactly how affiliate marketing works. And you can use Kyvio to build these bridge pages. In fact, let me go in and show you, show you some of the pages, like how we are structuring our funnels as well. So I'm going to sign out of here for a second. And I'm going to go to this account. Okay, so in this account, you'll see we have what is known as bonus pages. If I go and edit this one, we started building this on December 15th, and we have about 12 by 10 pages in here. So we have about 120 pages. Not all of them are done, of course, but we have 120 pages approximately as bonus pages. All we do every time we want to do this is we duplicate one and we start editing things inside it. So it really makes it easy for me to use Kyvio in terms of affiliate marketing. Record a demo of the product that I wish to promote and put it on a sales page and just promote the heck out of it. That's all I'm doing. Simple as. Are you with me so far? Can you see how you can use Kyvio for affiliate marketing? If so, let me know, and I will just put an underline there so we have done it. Okay, give me a 1 if you can see how to use Kyvio for affiliate marketing. That's the core way I would use it. Okay, do we have any questions so far? Let me know. No responses coming in. So Nicholas, just to make sure, can you hear me all right? Just type a message in the organizer chat box. I won't proceed till I know that all of you can hear me, because otherwise I'm talking to myself. Okay, perfect. I'm not talking to myself. Yep, Nicholas, just to the organizers, not to everyone. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead then and look at the second kind of funnel, which is now the webinar funnel. So let me just quickly delete all of this because it's fun to do so. Yay. Okay. All right, so a webinar funnel is a little bit different. Now, in case of a webinar funnel, what you're doing is you're telling people like, hey, I'm gonna run a live webinar and I want you to attend it. People are like, yay, I want to attend it. This is cool, this is fun. But how do you actually sign people up? Now, of course, you can directly send them to a webinar registration page, which is okay, but as we know, those registration pages look really ugly. They're terrible. Instead, what you can do is to increase conversions, you can design your own in Kyvio. So design your own webinar page where you are giving like a very, very cool headline, and you are giving people 3 reasons to join, and then you're giving a big sign up button over here, and you're giving some more justification, proof and whatnot on why they should be attending the webinar, and then there's another sign up button over here. This is good because compared to this, number one, you can put whatever content you want. You're not restricted by, what kind of graphics you can put in and what kind of details you can put in. And also, you will increase conversions because now people trust you more. Now they're like, okay, cool, this is legit. It's not just a boring old text-based sales page. This is actually a very cool page. Once you're done with this, Of course, you will have to run a webinar, which you can do using GoToWebinar, Demio, Webinar Jam, Webinar Geo. There are tons of different solutions out there, even Webinar X. So you can use one of those. But once you're done with this, once you've sold a few copies on the webinar or you're given the training on the webinar, you will then have to send out a replay. Now, there are a few different ways to do that. You can upload the replay video on YouTube, Vimeo, wherever you want, and then you can simply send out that link to people. But here's a problem. It looks a little bit unprofessional. If you just send out a YouTube link to a replay, it looks like you didn't really have time to prepare everything, because what people expect these days is what is known as a replay page, which I'm sure you have been to as well, because I do quite a lot of webinars as well, and I'm sure you have been to one of those webinars. So you send people to a replay page, which just basically says, hey, this is so cool, you came to this page, here's a headline, here's why you should watch this webinar, go ahead and watch this webinar, and then you can either show the buy buttons immediately, or you can delay them by, say, when the pitch goes live. So maybe after 45 minutes, the buy buttons go live, right? You can also have a timer when you're coming to close. You can put in a pop-up opt-in here as well if you want. Remember, all the conversion scripts are available within Kyvio landing page builder. So you can have pop-ups, exit pop-ups. You can have info bars at the bottom to annoy people till they buy, whatever you want to do in this case. So all of this allows you to essentially get more sales. So you will get some sales here initially, and then you will get a lot more sales here via the replay. That's how you need to structure your webinar funnels, or funnels of any kind for that matter. Are you with me so far? Let me know. Give me another quick yes, and I will continue to cover other things too. So Mark Rice asks, how do I import names, emails, and phone numbers easily? Mark Rice, easily is a conundrum, but I'm just joking. It is quite easy to do. So if you go to the FAQ that Nicholas has linked to, and Nicholas, maybe you can also share this with everyone. If you go to that FAQ, you can see how to import your lists into Kyvio. All right, cool. Wolfgang, good to have you on the call. All right, so those are webinar funnels. I'm hoping that's clear. If it is, let me know, and I can delete this stuff and I can move on to digital product sales. Cool. I guess it is okay. Perfect. I see Nicholas dropped the link to how to add lists. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of this. Whoa, this is so cool. Okay, perfect. Now let's talk about digital product sales. Now there are two types of digital products. First is what I call information products, right? So these are your ebooks, your video trainings, basically anything you want to sell which is downloadable in a way. Then you've also got your services. So you could be giving mentoring, you could be giving coaching, which I do as well. Now for services, Kyvio isn't natively amazing. Like, it's okay, but really services doing with Kyvio makes sense if you want to take all the payments from one place, so you don't just put regular PayPal buttons. It's good if you want to also then deliver some pre-recorded training, so you can deliver that in the members area as well. But where Kyvio really shines is the info product area, right? And right now, I know it sucks a little bit because you've got this really weird 1, 2, and 3 column structure, which I can't wait till it goes away. Because when it goes away, what we'll have is more of a, let me erase this stuff. Whoops, not that. Okay, when we get rid of it, we will have more of a 2 column structure, right? So that means that you will be able to basically use this left column and like this big column on the right with some additional buttons sprinkled throughout the page. So I'm really looking forward to that. But for information products, if you are selling or giving away any kind of free training, this is a great thing to use because it allows you to give away stuff for free. It allows you to charge recurring subscriptions or one-time payments via PayPal and Stripe, or you can hook it up with JVZoo, ClickBank, Zaxa, and a lot of different platforms like that. So what I would recommend in this case is to make sure that you can tag these together and you're able to create membership sites that people love. And the cool thing is that also if you go through some of the previous trainings, you will see that you can customize a lot. So you can customize what the homepage inside the membership looks like, what the dashboard looks like, and so on and so forth. But for digital products, all our information products now run through Kyvio. Some we directly even sell using buttons inside of Kyvio. So if I go into membership, smart memberships, aha, we are using a different account. Let's go back to a different one. Okay, as you can see, we have a lot of different courses over here, some active, some are inactive, but all of these are being run directly through either PayPal or Stripe or using connections with Warrior Plus or JVZoo or ClickBank and whatnot. All right. So information products, I have even given away free courses in past talking about how to structure your information products, how to make sure that you are getting a lot of value out of using this module effectively. Because one of the cool things about Kyvio is that we also have this notification feature. So I have so many that have not been read. You can see when a new sale has been made, I get notification. I can go and read what the notification is about. So cool, I got a sale on 27th, which is today, 11 a.m. Perfect, so a few hours ago. And I can go back and then read the next one. And I can continue doing that. Perfect, mark as read. 2 sales, which is great. So this is good because this way I'm able to keep in touch with how, what people are doing. So when a new member just came in, perfect, I can mark this as read and I can continue looking at all these notifications. Great. So you can see people are paying money, which is good. Money is always good. There you go. Okay. I guess that was a support agent. All right, cool. So let's go ahead. Let's continue forward and I will just mark all these as red because they've been there for such a long time. Perfect. Now let's go back into this app. That's how I use the membership module here. I think it works really well because I'm able to sell more or less any kind of training I want. If there are any ebooks, I can put that ebook in S3 and I can simply put a link in here so that people are able to access that ebook as well. Does that make sense? Are you still with me? Let me know. And then I'm kind of running through this, but basically this is a summary session. So no worries if you don't catch everything. We've covered a lot in a lot of details before. This is more of a giving you a walkthrough of everything to make sure that you understand how it all works. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, good. Now that covers the digital product sellers. Let's talk about the physical product sales. In the meantime, let's just delete this. So for physical products, I'll admit it's not as effective as we want it to be. What I'm looking forward to a lot is the module called Smart Products. So Smart Products is going to allow you to sell anything with direct integration to PayPal and Stripe, even physical products eventually, right? So with Smart Products, you will be able to do free plus shipping. You'll be able to do upsells, cross sells, bumps, and whatnot. Now, everything said and done, I have seen someone using Kyvio with Shopify. We don't have a direct native integration. Someday we might, but I have seen someone using Kyvio with Shopify and it was amazing. We have a video on YouTube already about it, by the way. So let me just jump into YouTube and I can drop you a video link if you haven't already seen it. Let's find that video. Okay, view all. I think it was here. Yeah, there you go. So how to use Kyvio to sell physical products. Oh, not this one. There we go. So I think I can drop that link for you in the chat box. Okay, go watch that video later on. In that video, I show you how this person, in a very, very cool way, what he was doing was that he built out like a free plus shipping offer, and then he built out a upsell offer, and then upsell number 2 offer, and then he took me to Shopify. right? Which was really, really cool. So this was again free plus shipping. This was an upsell, and this was, I think there was a downsell and there was also an upsell available in this funnel. And then he finally took me straight to Shopify checkout page where I was able to see exactly all the items that I had requested and like a total sum. And all I had to do to get it was just pay that sum, and I could get like this product, I could get this product as well, which was a really, really cool way of structuring things. Now, if you watch that video, I dissected exactly how he did it. So watch that video and see, put it into action. And if you are running physical product sales of any kind, raise your hand, by the way, or give me a yes if you're running any kind of physical product sales. Because if you are, that is exactly what you need to do if you want to use it with Shopify or even with Amazon. I mean, the same concepts work. Of course, with Amazon, you're going to have restrictions on how you can sell. Interesting story. About 3 years ago, we allowed people to sell, put the Amazon button even on our page. The thing with that was that Amazon would charge like a hefty fee on that, so people wouldn't use it. But yeah. I have clients who run on Shopify and I could offer this to them. Grimaldo, absolutely. Again, Shopify is a great platform. It's more of an e-commerce shopping cart though, because a lot of times you want to use free plus shipping. A lot of times you want to have upsells, you want to have recurring, and Shopify might not provide all of them. I mean, you want to collect leads as well, right? If someone lands on your page and they're leaving the store, you want to be able to collect the email address. You want to be able to do retargeting, which I think Shopify might allow you to do retargeting. I'm not sure. I think it does. But regardless, imagine this, all the benefits of a funnel combined with the processing of Shopify. Hey, that sounds like free plus shipping. But if you do this, then you are able to get maximum physical product results because you can collect leads here, you can make sales here, you can retarget people, do whatever you want in the Shopify, you can simply collect payments. Simple as that. All right. Cool. I hope this is helpful. But again, please watch that video. It was really, really uniquely done. And honestly, that's the best implementation I have ever seen in Kyvio for a concept that I have no clue about. Remember, I don't do e-commerce myself, so I'm a little bit lost sometimes. But when I watched it, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, wow, I didn't even know you could do that with Kyvio, but apparently you can. So check that out and put it into action. Let's move forward. Let's talk about lead gen and email marketing. At any point, if you have questions, stop me and ask me, and I'll be happy to answer those. Okay, let's talk about lead gen. Now, when you are generating leads, you usually just send them to an opt-in page. So this is an opt-in page. And they opt in, and then you continue to send them emails till they buy something from you. And even when they do, you still continue to send them emails, and there's nothing wrong with that. Perfectly fine thing to do. Kyvio allows you to, or rather helps you, to not only collect the leads, but also email them, right? Now, because of how our pricing has been, what we have built in at the moment is the ability to send emails with your own SMTP. So you need what is this dreaded SMTP. It's quite a simple thing, actually. I mean, if you're really technical, you can look to build your own, but if you're not, and I'm not technical at all, you can use something like SendGrid. SendGrid provide a really good SMTP. I mean, it is newbie friendly. I don't think it has the best delivery rates in the business, but it's good value for money. Let's just say that. It's really good value for money. So you use the SendGrid SMTP, hook it up to Kyvio, and you can then send any amount of emails that you want to these leads. We don't restrict that at all. You can either collect leads by people opting in, or you can manually add them, or you can import like a massive list if you want. I know when I started using Kyvio for my email marketing, I imported a list of 25,000 people to send them marketing emails. As with all the imports, please be careful about can spam laws, right? Because you want to, like, when you're importing, we ask you for explicit agreement that these people essentially gave you permission to mail them. Because if you don't have that, you could land in trouble. We don't do cold emailing. So if you want to send cold emailing, that's a big no-no. We're not built for that. We're built for emailing your audience, emailing your customers who know that they're expecting your email. And as with every email, we send out unsubscribe links and unsubscribe buttons and so on. Does that make sense? Let me know. It's quite a simple module. This module is something we worked aggressively on last November. And this year we've got really big plans with this. Later this year, most likely in quarter 3, quarter 4, we'll be building in lead scoring. So you can give points to your leads based on how many, if they're opening, if they're clicking, even if they're buying, you can give them points and you can market them accordingly. How cool is that? Pretty cool, I think. But I'm just a geek. So that's list building, that's lead gen. Do you have any questions about this? Let me know. Okay, Wolfgang, if you have any challenge with Spark Post SMTP, just get in touch with our support desk and we'll be happy to help you out with that. That goes for anyone. If you struggle with any SMTP related issue that you're trying to resolve, get in touch with us and we'll guide you in the right direction. Because we've dealt with that issue so many times that most likely just by looking at it, we know what's up. All right, cool, excellent. Now let's get rid of that. Okay, all right, cool. Next thing is email marketing. Now, not only can you collect leads inside of Kyvio, we talked about that a little bit, but you can also send them emails. There are two ways of sending an emails. The first is sending an autoresponder email. Now, this is the method that you would use if you really thought out about your business, right? So when someone signs up, they get an email on the first day, then let's say the third day, then let's say the fifth day, and so on and so forth. In the real world, I would like to build a business where my autoresponder series goes from 30 days to 60 days to 90 days to 120 days, all the way to 365 days. That way, I don't have to touch this anymore when a new lead comes in. I mean, imagine this for a second, right? We talk about running a passive business. We talk about relaxing on the beach, being lazy. But imagine this for a second. What if someone signs up to your list on day one and you decide, okay, I'm going to take a holiday for 1 year. You come back after 1 year and that person is still opening your emails and buying stuff from you on day 365 automatically. You're not writing any more emails. That's where life should be. But if you want to be more spontaneous, what you can do is you can send what is known as a broadcast email. Okay? So broadcast email is right over here. Under email marketing, we still have the old UI in here. As you know, we're soon working on putting in the new one, but you can send broadcast emails, which just means that you select, okay, I want to mail this list and I want to send them an email right now, or I want to schedule this like next week or 2 months later, whatever you want. That's a broadcast email. So the thing that's really cool about Kyvio is number one, segmentation, right? And automation, which I think is really, really powerful as well. So when it comes to segmentation, what you can do is you can say, okay, if person X opened this email, then you decide to mail them again, right? So you can build a segment of your audience. Basically, you can say, okay, if someone opened an email in the last 30 days, let's put them, mail them separately. If someone clicked on a link, any link in the last 60 days, let's mail them separately. That's segmentation. You basically take out your best audience and you treat them differently. You take out your worst audience and you try and re-engage them back in. Then you've got what is known as automation, which is pretty powerful as well, because what you can do in this is, let's say you've got 1,000 people and you send out a promotion saying, hey, buy my newsletter, which is like, $12. Perfect. And 100 of them buy on one day. And you're like, wow, amazing. I made $1,200, which is pretty cool. But then you think, okay, I've done this. Now, what if What if I want to send an email again to those that didn't buy? So you've got 900 people left who didn't buy, but you want to send that email again. But hey, all the 1,000 people are on the same list. So you're kind of unsure what to do. So what you can do is you can set up automation previously before you execute the whole thing, where if anyone buys, they get added to a new list, right? So if they buy, they get added to a new list, but they also get removed from this list. So you remove them from the old list that they were on. So now instead of having all 1,000 in one place, you've got 900 in the previous list and 100 in the new list. So you know that you don't mail them by accident. So you only mail these 900 people who for some reason didn't buy something from you early on. That's one of the cool things about about email marketing inside of Kyvio. I'll get some water, but let me know, what do you think so far? Is that clear? And I will then take on more questions. Perfect, Nigel. I appreciate that very much. Nigel says very clear, which is good. Always remember, I am here for your questions. If not today, you can ask me questions anytime in our Facebook group. You can ask me questions anytime via support desk. I usually don't check support desk. I focus on the Facebook group instead, but we will be here to help you out whenever you need. All right, so let's move on to the next thing. Let's delete this, which is the part I like the most for some reason. Okay, the next thing then for us is affiliate management. Now, truth be told, and don't take this the wrong way, truth be told, about 60% of the people will not need affiliates within the next 12 months. There are a few reasons for that. One, because you might not have what we call a high converting offer. So most affiliates will be like, nope, improve the offer first, then we'll jump on. So you won't have that. For some of you, you just don't need affiliates. You just say, nope, I'm doing fine with all the Facebook traffic I'm getting or organic traffic I'm getting. I don't need affiliates because, hey, why should I pay someone 40, 50% if I have 80% margins when I'm running Facebook ads? So you just continue to do that, right? So most of you will not need affiliates in your business. But for those of you that do, you can pick the affiliate management module. Remember what I said earlier, that if you're trying to sell digital products, especially with the smart products coming, you'll be able to sell any kind of products. Imagine if you could also recruit affiliates for that, right? Imagine this for a second, that you are doing free plus shipping offer, and you're like, hey, I'm going to give away $5 to anyone who makes a sale. Well, how do you record that? You can record that using this affiliate management part. So that's something you will be able to do in future for physical products. Right now, you can do it from information products. If you're selling an information product which is priced at say about $10, if you want to pay $5 to the affiliate that makes a sale, or $10, you can absolutely do that via Kyvio. Few things to stipulate, few things to remember. PayPal is in future going to stop all instant payments to affiliates. So they have like a module called adaptive payments. They don't like it anymore, so they're going to stop it. Which means that if you do make a sale, you got to pay manually, right? Even with Stripe. So we integrate PayPal and Stripe. If you make a sale in that case, you have to pay the affiliate manually. That's on you. That's an agreement between you and the affiliate. We are not involved at all. If you use a platform like Warrior Plus or JVZoo or ClickBank, usually they are responsible for all the payments involved. But the good thing about using Kyvio, remember, for payments is that, let's say if you're using JVZoo, you instantly lose 5%. So if you made a sale for $100, you really only get 95. Whereas if you're using Kyvio, if you made a sale for $100, you get $100. Minus, of course, any PayPal fees or Stripe fees involved, which goes from there as well. So that's the key benefit of using Kyvio for collecting payments. The other key benefit is affiliate management in that case. All right. Cool. Any questions, let me know and I can answer them in the chat box. We haven't done a demo of this because this is not a module that most of you have. what I would recommend is just checking out the knowledge base inside of Kyvio support disk and making sure that you can pick up whatever information you need there. Okay, cool. All right, then the next two modules, which are again kind of low key right now, are support desk and blog. Now, these are what I would like to call add-on. We are not currently developing on this full time, even part time. The reason simply is that a lot of work needs to be spent on, I would say, these modules for now. So that's like our highest priority. Then this one, and then this one, and then eventually we go down to this one. Support desk, as you can imagine, and I think I want to jump in here for a second. As you can imagine, with the support desk, you are able to essentially collect tickets here, right? So if someone wants to log a ticket, they can simply go to this email address, like not this, but I think let me show you view support desk. They can go to this email address and they can log a ticket. Okay, but you can see we have warnings here that hey, we don't provide support via here. They can click on request a ticket, they can submit this form, the ticket goes through, it comes in your members area if you have it, in your support area, and you can respond from there. And you also get a notification here, by the way, that hey, there's a support ticket, can you respond to it? You can be like, cool, I'll go do this, do just that. All right. You also have a knowledge base option. So just like Kyvio has, we use knowledge base, we use Zoho Desk, but you can also build a knowledge base as well. Right. So knowledge base shows up here. You can see we have departments, but we haven't actually built any articles. I can click on manage department, add a new one if I wanted to. But like I said, I don't need it. We also have the functionality for canned responses. So if you wanted to automatically respond to people as soon as they log a ticket, you can do that from here. Similarly, we have the blog module. I still think, and I'll be honest, I think this is fine if you want to use it, but WordPress is still far more superior for when it comes to a blog, which is why we haven't fully shifted onto Kyvio for blog. But writing a blog is quite straightforward, quite simple. You just go ahead and put a title. Slug is automatically created. So if I wanted to say hello world, if it's not created, you can just build your own. Okay, I think my computer is a little bit slow. Yeah, you can add the headline, you can add the content, SEO optimize it, you can choose categories, you can add tags, put social share buttons as well, allow comments. All the basic things you would expect from a blog builder are available here. Like I said, it's not exceptional. If it was up to me, I would like to overhaul a lot of things, and we will eventually, but it is, as it currently stands, one of the lowest priority items on the menu. But let me know if that makes sense to you, and please ask me if you have any specific questions, because we're done with this session for now. I said it'll take me 30 minutes, but it took about 40. But I want to go through all of this and make sure that if you have any questions, I can answer them for you right now before we go away. If you don't, the only thing I will say is I'm going to drop the link to this for you. We're running a special JV contest for Kyvio users. It's only for Kyvio users. General public is not invited. And if it's a fit for you, just read through this. I'll put up a video soon. Read through everything, and if you're interested, you can join us for this program. Recommend Kyvio to others, help us make sure that we can continue to develop fast as well as then make some money through this campaign. So that's it from my side. The recording, as always, will be in the members area in a few hours. We've had a problem with GoToWebinar recordings recently, so we'll try and put this in as soon as we can. And when we'll do, we'll send you an email. All right. Cool. Take care then. Have a good rest of the day. We'll talk very soon. And this is the last session of this webinar series. We'll probably resume again in a month's time. I'll take a month break and then we'll try and start again in the beginning of May. All right. Have a good rest of the day, everyone. Thank you, Nigel, Annette, Wolfgang, Grimaldo, and we've got a lot of other people here: Dean, Erica, Les, Mark Christ as well, Stephen, and Jesse. Perfect. All right. Take care then. Bye, everyone.